So, what if I told you that one of the most valuable, high-paying tech skills on the market right now is about to become, well, basically worthless? It sounds crazy, but we're in the middle of this huge shift. We're moving away from the nitty-gritty, hands-on tasks and into a completely different role, being the architect, the strategist who directs AI to build entire business systems.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll kick things off with something called the automation paradox. Then we'll take a quick trip back in time to see how we got here. From there, we'll nail down exactly what this new high-value skill is, and I'll give you a practical tool called the CLEAR framework. After that, we'll zoom out to thinking in business systems and wrap up with a new strategic focus you can start using today. Okay, let's just dive right into the deep end. We're starting with a big, kinda uncomfortable idea. How is it possible that a skill that's making people a ton of money right now could be a terrible career move? That's the paradox we've got to unpack if we want to get ahead of what's coming.
I mean, that's a pretty wild statement, isn't it? Especially when you consider who it's coming from. It's one of those things that's meant to jolt you a bit, because, believe me, the ground is shifting beneath our feet as we speak.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, this isn't some random theory. This quote comes from a guy whose agency is pulling in $400,000 a month, building the very automation systems he's talking about. So, when someone at that level says the core skill of his own business is about to be obsolete, you should probably lean in and listen.
So here's the key distinction, the uncomfortable truth. It's not that automation itself is becoming worthless. Not at all. Automation is more valuable than ever. What's losing value is the hands-on, technical skill of implementing it. The dragging and dropping, the writing of the code, configuring the APIs. The tools are just getting so smart that they can do all that heavy lifting for us.
Now, I know this can sound a little scary, but honestly, it's not a new story. This is a pattern that has played out over and over again for centuries. Every time there's a huge technological leap, the old skills become obsolete, but brand new, higher-level opportunities pop up in their place. Let's look at an example that makes this crystal clear.
This story really just nails it. Okay, picture Sarah the seamstress back in 1795. Her ability to do these 47 rare hand stitches, that made her an elite professional. Then, boom, the Industrial Revolution hits. Her granddaughter's value isn't in her hands anymore. It's in her ability to operate a loom. Fast forward again, the computer comes along, and her great-granddaughter's value is in using CAD software to design patterns. And now, today, her great-great-granddaughter doesn't even really need to know CAD. She just has to be able to clearly describe the design she wants to an AI. See the pattern? With every leap, the value moves up, from hands-on execution to high-level direction.
And that brings us right back to today. So if the value isn't in the technical work anymore, where is it? Well, it's right in the middle. It's in being the human translator, that essential bridge between a real-world business need and the powerful AI that can solve it.
And listen, this isn't some far-off future we're talking about. It's happening incredibly fast. Today, a lot of us are just copy-pasting documentation into an AI for help. But look ahead just 12 months. AIs will be building more than half of these workflows themselves. Your job will become prompting and debugging. And in just 2 years, the AI will build the entire system. Your only job left will be to give it that perfectly clear business requirement.
This right here is the absolute core of it all. Your leverage, your superpower, isn't going to come from memorizing every feature of some new software. It's going to come from deeply, deeply understanding a business problem and then being able to articulate it so perfectly that a tool, an AI, can build the solution for you.
Okay, so that all sounds great, right? The new skill is communication. But how do we actually get good at it? Because it's not just about asking a simple question. You need a system, a structured way to talk to AI. And that's exactly what the CLEAR prompting framework is for.
You see, the AI's greatest strength is its incredible flexibility. But for a business, that can also be its greatest weakness. Businesses thrive on reliability and consistency. The CLEAR framework is basically a set of guardrails you put on the AI's creativity to make sure you get the valuable, predictable business outcome you need every single time.
So here's how it breaks down. C is for clarity. Be super specific. Don't say grow sales. Say increase the conversion rate on our checkout page by 5% this quarter. L is for logic. You have to give the AI a recipe, a step-by-step process to follow. E is for examples. Show it what good looks like, and just as important, show it what bad looks like. Give it scenarios and edge cases. A is for adaptation. This is a conversation. You give a prompt, the AI gives a response, and you refine your prompt based on that feedback. And finally, R is for results. Did the final output actually solve the business problem you defined back in step 1? You have to be able to validate it.
Let's make this real. Here's the difference. A bad prompt is just build me a lead generation system. You know what you'll get? A generic, useless mess. A good prompt, a clear prompt, is a detailed blueprint. It specifies who the system is for, the exact logic for scoring leads, what to do when a lead hits a certain score, and even which tools to use. One is a vague wish, the other is an executive order.
So getting good at the clear framework is a massive step. But to really win in this new era, you have to apply that skill to a much bigger idea. Thinking in business systems. It's about moving past automating single tasks and starting to see the entire shape of your business.
I absolutely love this analogy. Why do people think Michael Jordan could have been an amazing tennis player? It's not because he had a good backhand, it's because he understood the underlying system of elite performance. The training, the mindset, the competitive strategy. He knew the shape of what it takes to be a champion, and that shape applies to almost any sport.
And it's the exact same thing in business. Pretty much every single service business has the same fundamental shape. You've got marketing, which brings people in. You have sales, which converts them. Then there's onboarding to get them started, delivery of the actual service, and hopefully a reactivation process to bring old clients back. Understanding this flow, that's understanding the shape of your business.
And this is why this is the ultimate future-proof skill. Because if you get this, it doesn't matter what tools come and go. An agency is an agency, right? Whether it sells content marketing or AI implementation, the core systems are the same. The tactics will always change, but the high-level strategy, the fundamental shape of value creation, that's timeless.
All right, let's bring it all home. We've talked about the big shift, the new mindset, the right framework. So what does this actually mean for you right now? What should you stop doing, and what should you start doing the minute this is over?
Here it is, your new action plan. Stop memorizing tool features and API docs. Instead, start obsessing over your business's systems and how they create value. And here's the big one. Stop learning how to drag and drop little modules in some software. Start learning how to identify problems that are worth more than $50,000 to solve. How do you do that? You start by asking 3 questions. Number 1, where is my team wasting the most time on boring, repetitive work? Number 2, what is the single biggest point of friction for my customers right now? And number 3, if I could fix one bottleneck in my entire business, which one would unlock the most new revenue? The answers to those questions point you to your high-value problems. So, block out time every week, maybe it's your Friday morning, for pure systems thinking. No tools, just a whiteboard. Your only goal is to understand the shape of your business and find those big, juicy problems. That's your new job. That's the real leverage.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. The tools of today are all about technical implementation, but the value of tomorrow is all about strategic communication and systems thinking. So take a good hard look at where you're putting your energy. Are you building your strategy for the world that's disappearing, or are you building it for the one that's right around the corner?